Friday Night Flies, take it away, Scotty.
Oh, there's the cue. Hey, it's Boulder. It's Friday Night Flies, sometime in December. We're sitting here at Spud Valley Sporting Goods, 1380 Birch Street. We're brought to you by Permanent Fish Finder right here. That's where myself and Brad are guides for. Well, Brad's the owner and guru of it, and I'm his second man there. And this is Friday Night Flies. So join us on Facebook, FridayNightFlies.com/Facebook, or the other way around, Facebook / I don't even know how it goes.
Google it and it'll come up with everything.
Yeah, Google it. So we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, or is it your Twitter, or is it Friday Night Flies Twitter? Brad knows Twitter.
I think it's on
Permanent Fish Finder. I bet you.
Whatever. We're all linked together.
Yeah, YouTube. We just put up a YouTube channel where we're just kind of mashing our videos together.
Playlists.
And
yeah, we're busy.
Yeah, busy all over the internet.
We're busy.
So it's Friday night, so we're back with some flies. Hey, we were away for a little bit. Somebody had to get some sun in them, but we're back. And while I'm keep rambling, you might as well go down and we'll show you what the hell are we
doing. We're tying flies tonight.
Tying flies, not listening to me talk. So what we're tying is the Medusa, which is this. I can spin the vise. It looks the same on all sides. It is a fly that I found in Fly Fisher magazine this month, I believe. It's a fly for cutthroat. Apparently that's what it was firstly designed for, cutthroat trout.
First and foremostly.
And then the guy tried it out on salmon, and then all of a sudden discovered that it worked for steelhead. And when I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, I think that definitely would. The guy ties them in a bunch of different colors. This one here is one of the steelhead colors that I kind of put, of course, my own little twist on. You know, I gotta one-up it every time. So this is what I've come up for the steelhead. So I'm going to be definitely breaking water in front of Scotty Holmes when we go out together.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave nothing in the pool for him.
That's right. Clean it up.
So what we're going to do is...
because you know what he's doing right now. He's sitting at home watching the video. So
yeah.
Shout out to our homeboy Scotty Holmes,
who was just in the building, and I didn't pinch my barb on my hook.
Oh, you need a...
You got some needle nose there?
Here, I got these handy little forceps that I just took off of my nipples.
Perfect. Oh, they're warm too.
Yeah, not bad.
So yeah. I don't know if it's going to pinch that barb though.
You gotta get it right in the back corner.
Yeah, there's a big hole in these ones.
Yeah,
it's one of them. One of them.
I already wore those ones out, did I?
It's it Friday 13th. You must have big nipples.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've got.
Yeah, those ones will work. Get her in there. So sometimes the bead just don't fit over.
Did you get her?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I got a pair of pliers here too.
Yeah, we'll just. That way we're river ready.
Man, if I know you weren't ready, I would have shown people all the damn tuna and marlin pictures I got when I was in Hawaii last week.
Well, I
guess I can do that right now while you're still struggling, homeboy.
Yeah, go for it. I'll get this bead on here eventually.
Anyhow, as you can see here, we got fishing charters, Oahu, Hawaii. We hooked up with a good network of guys over there from live bait sport fishing. If you're in Hawaii, dodging the cold Canadian winters, check them out. They definitely know what they're doing. Damn good. And if you get a chance, check it out. There's permanentfishfinder.com/reports. In depth, there's lots of fishy pictures there, of big ass tuna and marlin as well. So
nice.
Check it out. Back to the fly.
Are we back there?
Yeah, we're back.
So magically, I've got a bead on my hook, and I've got my UV thread here that I'm using, fluorescent orange, fire orange, and work it onto your hook. Now, here's the secret to this fly. Grab some tying thread, or binding string is what they call it, I guess. And what we're going to do is we're going to just pull off one of these strands here. That's what we need. So basically what we need to do is build a ramp for these legs so that they stick out front, and not that when we tie them on that they go straight up in the air. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this on.
Looks
So
like
that,
you got a hook. Your finger looks like it's got a red spot on her, bud.
yeah, I got hooked trying to get my bead on.
Doggone it.
There we go.
At least we know it's a sharp hook.
Always. So, yeah, whatever.
It just magnified. I was like, man, you're bleeding, dude. What is going on?
Check yourself. Okay, so we're going to get that tied on with the rest of it hanging out the front. Now we're going to build up a ramp behind this bead. There we go. Perfect. So you can see that. I'm going to need to have to tighten my vise here a little bit. Just all kinds of calamities today. So we got a nice ramp built up behind that bead. We can get rid of that stuff. I'm going to put a couple nice wraps in here just to keep all that snug down. And I'm going to make sure I go right behind this bead head, and I'm going to put in wraps so that my thread isn't falling down in behind that bead. Alright, so now we're ready for our crazy silly legs. The original pattern, the guy uses all round legs. I didn't happen to have pink in round, and I tried this out in the water side by side with round legs. No difference.
You're supposed to tell them that there was a big difference.
Huge difference. Use the flat.
That's right.
Use whatever color you got. It was mostly the diameter. You want to use a medium leg for this size of fly. The small ones, they just end up collapsing. So I got 2 legs here. I'm going to fold them in half. I'm going to nip them. So now I got 4 pieces of leg. And I'm going to start building this fly.
You need a freshie?
Sure. So I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to line up my tips here. And I'm just with my finger going to pinch that middle area. I'm going to just put 2 wraps on there. Thank you. 2 wraps in the middle. I'm going to grab the tips of my rubber legs, and I'm going to stretch them forward up and over this ramp. And I'm going to work my thread up, and I'm going to give it a good couple of turns right at that bead. 1, 2. So what you're left with is 1 leg tied right on top. So we're going to do this all the way around the fly. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, and 1 on each side. So grab their tips. I should have mentioned you want to get your thread back to your starting position so that all your legs are going to be the same size when they're done. So I'll get them right in the middle. I just put my thumb on it. A couple wraps to trap it. Move them forward, grab those tips. And now once I grab those tips, now I can really position it so it's right in the middle. 1 wrap there. Okay. And then if I hold tension on it, they're going to stay right in where they want to be. There we go. Right up to the bead. Couple good tight wraps on behind the bead, and work your way back to your starting position again. The other way I guess you can do it is bring those rubber legs up underneath. Match the tips, give them a pull. So now I know I got it right in the middle. Couple wraps there. Line up those tips, pull her tight. Now because of the ramp, you can see that I'm using my finger from my other hand. Otherwise, every time you wrap that thread around, it just wants to fall right back down that ramp. So just use your other finger to keep that thread up. There you go, a couple right behind the head. back to our starting spot and last leg. We'll fold it under, line up those two tips, give her a good little pull.
What's up?
Little what's up now, that'll make your legs the same length. One extra wrap in there to keep her secure. Okay, you grab it. Get that.
It's quite the ordeal getting those damn rubber legs on there.
Yeah, but once you've done a few of them,
It gets a lot easier.
it happens. It
Yeah,
starts to
so-
happen pretty quick.
Scotty makes this look really easy is what he's trying to say.
All right, so secure those rubber legs down. So you can see what's happened with that ramp is that they're protruding forward instead of going straight up and back. So that ramp is pretty critical in the fly building. So now we're going to come back. Actually, I'm going to go all the way because I got to do the tail here. I'm going to go right to the back. No, I just went to about where the hook point is. And we're going to build up this tail. So I'm going to grab some feather, some Marabou. I'm going to grab one plume out. Now, normally if you've watched me a lot, you always see me pulling these all off. This fly, all I'm going to do is just stroke them all back. It's not a very large tail. It's about the size of the hook shaft that's left. So I'll just put this right on top. If it's too light, you'll have a whole bunch of plumage back here. And if I cut this strand off, that gives me access to these ones, and I can just pop it right on top. There we go. Now I'm going to take all of this, I'm going to hold it towards the head and keep it all on top, and I'm going to work my thread back to right behind this ramp here. So you're just
You got one, yeah.
giving this body a little bit of girth. So once you got it on there, just work your thread back, pull up all that excess, don't cut your legs off, and nip it away. What else we got? Where's this one coming from? Alright, so we get that in. Now we're going to add the little flash.
What's up?
So I'm going to grab 2 strands of that. Match your tips at the other side. So we're going to end up with 4 strands of flash on each side of this fly. So I'm going to tie it on my side, just like so, so that the tips line up with your Marabou. Couple wraps. I'm going to grab all the tag ends here, fold them over, trap it, and now you can align it so it goes right along the side of the fly. And then just secure those in and work your thread up to that ramp again. Now with the end of it, what I do is just trim those off so they're all about the same length as the tail. And same with this Marabou, if you have some stragglers, whatever, get rid of them. Alright, let's go with a little bit of tinsel here. So this is pearl tinsel, nice and small. I used it as a rib. That's one of the improvements, well, I think improvement to the original pattern, is there's no rib on it. So I threw in a little rib on here. So we got him in, thread back up, and then I just have some plain white chenille here. Get yourself off a bunch. And you're going to tie that in right behind that ramp. Right on the top of the fly, back to the tail. And then get your thread right up behind those legs. Now you're ready to build up this. And get that right up in behind that bead. Bingo, bango. Couple turns, take off the tag, grab your rib.
What do you use for rib?
This is pearl tinsel. Up she goes behind the bead. Couple turns. See you later to the tag. And then I just create a nice little UV hot spot right in behind those rubber legs with that UV thread and with my whip finish. Now there's a couple other hot colors that they suggested for steelhead. One was all black with a pink bead and pink legs. One was what was some of the ones that I've done? A pink chenille in there with the fuchsia tail.
Dude, I would do that whole pattern. Chartreuse would kill them.
Bull trout.
Kill
Oh
them.
yeah, kill everything in there.
Yeah.
I want to do a chartreuse one. That's my next
That's,
batch. But that's it right there. So you cast it down and across. You let it swing. Once you're letting it swing, give your line a little bit of action. It really gets those legs pulsing.
Is that the exact same name as it is in the?
It's called the Medusa. Yeah.
The Medusa. Okay, cool.
So new pattern out there. Get some in your box.
Dude, definitely gonna put some in my box.
That's what I caught the bull trout on up in Anderson Lake the other day.
You said too much.
I'm not going to tell you what color though.
You said too much. Anyhow, man, we're up top.
Oh, hey, how's it going? So I'm Boulder. That's my fly tonight. If we have time, I might do another one from our pink season because as I was thinking tonight, I was like, well, there was quite the gap.
Yeah, what did we
between when we left from the summer to now?
Yeah, no, we've been busy.
So I know we haven't done any of our pink salmon flies that we used this summer, which was a fantastic fishery this year. So I might come back and just do a little nymph that we were using. And other than that, I'm Boulder. Again, it's Friday Night Flies. Thanks for watching. Love the tug.
Boom, shalaka laka.